Prince William's straightforward remark exposes the hypocrisy of Harry, portraying him as a complete fool. Hello, and with all the regal splendor befitting the royal family, we extend our gracious welcome to the Princess Diana News channel. It's with immense pleasure that we invite you to once again embark on a journey into the enchanting realm of royalty. Let's move on to the video. There is an inherent satisfaction in subtly throwing shade at someone who truly deserves it. However, this time it is Prince William who is openly criticizing his brother, Prince Harry. In other words, Harry and Meghan appear to be hypocritical by advocating for carbon footprint reduction while not applying it in their own lives. In my opinion, they actively contribute to pollution by indulging in gas-guzzling SUVs and private jets, demonstrating their preference for maximum environmental impact. However, it seems that we are not the sole individuals who have observed this. William appears to have recognized the pattern of hypocrisy, according to a recent statement from Kensington Palace. Prince Harry's actions have seemingly been criticized by Kensington Palace, as reported by GB News. The spokesperson for William clarified that the Prince of Wales will not discourage individuals from flying or using cars due to concerns about climate change. Naturally, William would never engage in such behavior as he is anything but a complete hypocrite. William acknowledges that many of us are making sincere efforts to minimize our carbon impact, yet recognizes that our influence as individuals is limited. Regrettably, we are obliged to commute to work by car, leaving us with no other option. Numerous individuals reside at considerable distances from their workplace. As we strive to enhance the energy efficiency of our households through initiatives like solar panel installation, the financial burden of renovation becomes a prominent concern. While it may seem nearly impossible for us to afford such improvements while struggling to meet our monthly heating expenses, it brings great relief to know that there is at least one prince who does not exhibit hypocritical behavior. Remarkably, this prince is none other than the future king. According to the spokesperson from Kensington Palace, the Earthshot Prize focuses on identifying pioneering solutions that possess the ability to scale up and reshape the future trajectory of our planet. Moreover, under no circumstances would he or the Earthshot Award ever discourage individuals from boarding planes or driving their cars. Currently, I believe that we have reached a point where we are incredibly weary and frustrated with the influential and wealthy entities dictating that we must adjust our behaviors. We must take action in order to support the environment. Why are they permitted to persistently exploit our planet's resources for personal gain, while we are expected to constantly purchase paper straws that dissolve in our drinks? It is anticipated that we will opt for cycling rather than using our cars for transportation. I believe this situation is completely reversed. However, it appears that William understands the situation. The statement from Kensington Palace emphasizes that their focus is on embracing the future, envisioning an era of sustainability and environmental consciousness, rather than dwelling on the past. Instead of putting our energy into prevention, it is crucial to shift our focus towards seizing opportunities. William is truly a blessing in disguise. In the current global scenario, his Earthshot Prize is precisely the solution we require. William is actively taking action to solve the problem of climate change rather than merely discussing it. This article also serves as a timely reminder of Harry's statement from 2019. According to him, his life mainly consists of traveling the world via commercial means, but this statement is far from the truth. I can't recall ever hearing this before. What was the subject of his conversation right now? Presently, I don't have a clear understanding of the specifics of his previous experiences with private jet flights. However, I can confirm that currently, he exclusively avoids flying on commercial airlines. Come on. He and Meghan find any possible excuse to fly frequently, consistently relying on exclusive private aircrafts. However, in 2019, Harry mentioned that there may be certain exceptional situations where it is necessary to have the option of private air travel in order to guarantee the safety of his family. It's just that straightforward. He proceeded to mention that, in my perspective, achieving equilibrium is essential. Although it's not a choice I necessarily desire, I will make sure to carefully consider and mitigate the consequences if I must proceed with it. What an absolute nonsense. What is his main point of discussion? I mean, he intends to mitigate the influence he holds. In what manner will he accomplish this? A simple search on Google reveals that private jets release a minimum of 10 times more pollutants per passenger than commercial planes. In addition, the rise in private jet usage has resulted in a worrisome increase in emissions, exceeding 23%. This is the fifth occurrence since the start of the COVID-19 pandemic. Harry, I kindly request you to provide a thorough explanation. In what manner do you plan to mitigate this? According to reports, Meghan and Harry supposedly emitted around 10 tons of carbon during their private jet trip to the Caribbean. I was inquisitive about the precise amount of carbon that equates to 10 tons. After conducting some research, I have gathered relevant information that I want to share with you. Let's discuss it in relation to actions that are universally performed. Eating 380 meat-based meals has an equivalent impact on carbon emissions as 10 tons of carbon. To put it differently, it would be equivalent to making a total of 5 round trips between Paris and New York on a regular airplane. I just don't understand how Harry can possibly counterbalance such a situation. What's the plan? Will he be staying home for the entire year? Is he intending to only consume vegetarian meals? Even that alone won't be sufficient to neutralize 10 tons of carbon. Why do they think this is acceptable? Why do they and Meghan believe that they bear no responsibility in protecting our planet, leaving all the work to the rest of us? Furthermore, this occurrence was not an isolated incident. How did Meghan and Harry reach New York for the conference held by Project Healthy Minds to commemorate World Mental Health Day? Naturally, they opted for a private jet for their transportation. To our knowledge, they consistently travel via private jet. Can anyone provide evidence of their airline travel experiences in the last 4 years? If you happen to do so, kindly inform me. Zach Williams, the son of Robin Williams, conveyed a thought-provoking message at the conference attended by Meghan and Harry, highlighting the adverse impact of climate change on the mental well-being of youth. Both of them assert their deep concern for the mental well-being of young individuals. I'm referring to their discussion on the detrimental impact of social media on the mental well-being of young individuals. However, climate scientists seem to be unconcerned about the unexplained and alarming increase in global temperatures. Let's analyze Harry's statement made during his visit to the University of the South Pacific in 2018. One of the most pressing issues undoubtedly remains climate change, and each and every one of you residing in this place faces this concern on a daily basis. You are currently witnessing a series of weather pattern alterations, intense cyclones, and a notable increase in sea levels, specifically in Tuvalu. I do acknowledge that climate change is an issue, despite not being one to deny it. Currently, we are witnessing the very phenomenon being discussed. Harry is correct in his statement. I am perplexed as to why he fails to recognize the importance of contributing his share. It appears evident to me that the reason behind this is their pronounced inconsistency, which makes them both hypocritical. They genuinely adhere to the notion of practice what we preach, and their hypocrisy is detested by others. Furthermore, that is just the tip of the iceberg. A whole year has passed, during which Meghan and Harry have strongly emphasized the urgency of addressing the climate change issue. In their declaration, they emphasized the urgency to safeguard our planet against the threats of climate change, the depletion of our precious natural resources, and the vulnerability of sacred wildlife. The effects of plastics and microplastics, as well as the emissions from fossil fuels. We are putting at risk this magnificent place we reside in, not just for ourselves but for the generations to come. The statement further emphasized the importance of preserving it. Let us contribute our share. The acceptance of environmental harm has been considered an inevitable consequence of economic development. It is just recently that we have begun to acknowledge and comprehend the harm we have been inflicting. With nearly 7. With a global population of 7 billion, each individual's choices, impacts, and actions possess significant significance on our planet. However, it appears that they overlooked the need to add a provision specifically addressing our situation, as they seem to believe they have absolute freedom to pursue their own desires while we bear the burden of protecting our planet. I regret to inform you, Meghan and Harry, that it does not function in such a manner. However, upon reflecting on the contradictory remarks Harry and Meghan have made, I can genuinely admire William's wise and reasonable attitude towards the situation. And you know what? William is actively involved in making the changes alongside us. He doesn't anticipate us to accomplish everything independently. That, my dear friends, exemplifies the true form of a leader. Our video is up to here. Kindly share your thoughts in the comments section. As usual, please give this video a thumbs up and share it with anyone who might find it interesting. And before you leave, if you haven't already, click the subscribe button to stay updated with all the latest content from the Princess Diana News channel. Thanks for joining us, have a wonderful day, and I'll be returning soon in upcoming videos.